All right, welcome to Traders Talk. And today we are going to play some games. Today is going to be another interesting topic and not so serious because tonight we are going to play Squid Game. Yeah, and if you do not know about Squid Game, this is the most seen show on Netflix, and everybody is talking about Squid Game. Yeah, so tonight we are going to have some fun. Just stay tuned. If you have friends who are keen to actually join us, please share with them so that we can actually play this game together. Yeah, it's going to be fun tonight. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody is well. Yes, great, 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 great. Okay, it's Tuesday again. It's Traders Talk, and today I'm also dressing the part because of Squid Game. Yeah. All right. Okay, we are going to do a few things today. Of course, we are going to go through the markets. And after we go through the markets, I'm going to also teach you some strategies in trading options where you can actually use this strategy to make some money, of course. And lastly, we are going to play Squid Game. We're going to play Squid Game today. Yeah. Okay. Market updates. Okay, yesterday market was actually down. If you look at the this is actually the S&P 500 charts. The market was actually down about 30 points. But of course, if you monitor the market as usual, the volatility is actually quite high. And if you look at the candles here, right, it has actually gone above 50 EMA, 50 EMA during the day. But of course, at the end of the day, it has actually crashed down. As I have actually mentioned in the past 2 or 3 weeks, right? The market is actually seen a bit volatile and would actually trade sideways. You can actually see that this is actually since end of somewhere in mid of October, after mid of October, right? You can see that the market has actually gone down and has gone up and then faced some resistance at about 4465, and then it has actually crashed down to about 4200, and then it actually started to actually went sideways. Yeah. And of course, last week we thought that the market would actually uh, improve and bounce up above 50 EMA, but of course it did not. As you can see, the candles right here is also a bit bearish. So this would actually continue. This will actually continue for some time until we have clearer things about the market, about the U.S. Fed stance on interest and also the tapering. Yeah. Apart from that, I think not much. So trading strategy wise, because of the volatility, I have also started to move more towards neutral trades, And these few days, I have actually been trading the ES futures, the E-mini S&P, and I can also share with you some results, right? This was actually some of the trades which I have actually done in the past few days. There was actually one, two, three, about three trades. So these are actually mainly bear spreads, uh, uh, bear call spreads, or bull put spreads. So I'm actually doing a $5 with spread, and the direction of the spread which I actually put on the day which I trade would mainly be dependent on whether the market is going up or going down. As I have said, right, if you have looked at the S&P, right, it has actually wide band within the same day. You can see the candles are actually all very long. So this means is that during the day, the volatility, it actually goes up and then later come down, or it comes down and then goes up. So I am mainly trading with these movements, and if it actually goes up, then I trade it up, and if the day is actually bearish, then I trade it down. But of course, intraday, to enter the trade, I would actually place the trade at the other direction first. That means, for example, if on that day, if the market is actually going up, I would try to actually place a trade lower so that it comes and pick me up and then goes up, so that I would have capitalized on the full band of the day or intraday lah, the full band. Yeah, that means it picks me up from the bottom, and when it goes up, I exit, or it picks me up from the top of the candle, and then it goes down, I will exit the trade. So those trades which I do are mainly same day trades, and worst longest I think it is going over the other day, or I would place a trade at the end of the day. At the end of the day, on a down day, I will place a trade for it to actually go up in the next day. So I've been trading this for the past weeks. Of course, on top of that, right, I have also gone to trading iron condors on SPY. Okay, if you look at iron condor, if you know iron condor, right, basically it's just two trades, one at the bottom and one on top. The one on top is actually a bear call spread, what we call a bear call spread. We want the price to go down to win, and of course the one on the bottom is actually a bull put spread. We want the price to actually go up in order to win. Yeah, so of course, because this is actually on the two-sided, I'm a bit greedy. Price go up, I want to gain. Price go down, I want to gain. Price maintain neutral, don't move, I also gain. Yeah, so this is actually the best trade for stocks which are actually trading sideways. Yeah, and if you saw my newsletter, I have actually also done a write-up about this iron condors and SPX, and how it has actually performed over the last 3 months. So what happened over the last 3 months is that at any point when we trade a 45 days trade cycle, SPX have not moved beyond one standard deviation. So the same thing which I'm doing right now is also to trade at one standard deviation for the iron condor. I will just probably show you how to actually structure it out, so you can also learn this strategy and trade it once you are familiarized with how it actually works. Let me just share the screen on the trading platform. Just a second. Let me just check. Okay, sound, everything is okay. I have not checked the Facebook page. If sound is okay, just give me a thumbs up so I know that sound is okay. Okay, great. And where is this platform? I remove this first. I share another one. Okay. Oops, no. I don't want to share this. Okay, so this is actually the trade platform, right? You can see, right? Oh no, you can't see. Okay, yeah, this here. Okay, this is a trade platform, and this is actually SPX, which is the index. You can either trade on SPX or SPY. Yeah, SPY is actually the S&P 500 ETF, and SPX is the index. It's actually both the same. SPX is actually cash settled, and SPY is just like normal stock. Okay, so what you do is you choose one expiry, and of course I would actually choose the monthly expiry, which is 19 November. There's actually two. You can see on 19 November there's the AM, and then there's a W, which is the monthly or the weekly one. Choose the one with the W. Otherwise, the AM would actually stop trading. I think it is half day. Yeah, the day before Thursday, it will actually stop trading. Okay, so this is the W, and we would do a one standard deviation move. And if you are using the Tasty Work platform, right, it's actually very easy. You don't even need to see and count what is the one standard deviation. And this is the one standard deviation move, which is 166, which means that SPX up to 19th of November will either go down by 166 points or go up by 166 points. Okay, so it's that simple. And currently SPX is actually trading at 4361, up 166, down 166. Just do the math, calculate it. I'm very bad in math, I don't even calculate, so I'll just rely fully on the platform. Do you see this brown bar here? Yeah, so I'll just rely on the brown bar. It is showing one standard deviation. So what I do is I take the last one here at 4195, which is the end of the bar lah. Yeah, you can actually do this. 4195, I sell a put at 4195. I buy a call at 4190, $5 with. So for this, I collect 90 cents premium, and my max loss is 410. 410 max loss, premium 95 collected. Okay, but because I'm doing an iron condor, I need to actually do another leg on top. I will just do the same. Find the brown bar towards the top. Find one here, which is 4525. The delta is 20 lah. I mean, one standard deviation move, normally it will be around delta 20, more or less, yeah. And then I will sell this 4525, buy 4530. Okay, and then in total, the bull put spread plus the bear call spread, I will collect $2.05. $2.05. And this $2.05, I would have a potential max loss of 200. The price is moving lah, yeah. So it will be between $2.10 to $2. You look when the market opens, you can actually trade this, but don't trade SPX in the first 15 or 30 minutes of the open, because the prices will be very wonky. Yeah, this price will actually jump up, jump down. Don't trade it when market opens. Trade it after 30 minutes is fine. 1 hour is also fine. Yeah. So this is actually 215. Let's just put 215, and then 290 is the max loss. So how much is the return? If I just take 2 divided by 3, 2 divided by 3 is basically about 60% return on investment. That means if the trade expire out of money up till 19th of November, you will get a return of about 60%. Yeah. That's the great return for a trade of less than almost about 1 month. But of course, we would actually exit the trade after 2 to 3 weeks time. Yeah. And by that time, probably you will actually get about 3 weeks would be about 20 days. 20 days times by theta. This theta is every day you get $2.60 in your account. So let's put it about 250 times by 30. No, don't times by 21. So 21 times by 250 a day, right? So basically, your return will be about $50, $50 in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, around there. And if you want to wait longer, you can wait, but look at the price at that time, whether you are at the higher side of the iron condor or the lower side. If you are in the middle, you can actually hold the trade for longer. You can hold the trade for longer, yeah. But if you're tested in any one side, if you have a profit, just exit it and redo a new trade at that time, so that you are centralized again in your iron condor, and you collect again $2 something a day, which is great. You see, it can be lunch money for you, yeah. Then after that, click review and send. You can see that 210, the buying power is close to $300. Yeah, probability is 40%. Because this is at both sides, you are more or less neutral, so you will be about 50-50 kind of probability. But of course, if you manage it early and if you exit early at 50% profit, which is about $100, right, your probability will be higher because you don't need to wait so long. And this would be about 61% that you will generate $100 at least 60% probability that it will generate $100. Yeah. So this is iron condor on SPX or SPY. You can actually do both. It's actually the same. I noticed that SPX premium is actually higher because yesterday I placed the same trade on SPY. I was only getting about $150. Yeah. So today maybe I will actually do a trade on SPX. Okay, so that is actually iron condor. All right, so this is the training. This is actually the training. If you like the trade, give me a thumbs up. If you love it, give me a love. And I hope that you can actually make use of this to learn something and to actually generate some income while the market is not going anywhere. And don't need to actually take a directional risk on any particular stock. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is actually on NDX, which is the Nasdaq 100 index. Again, you see that. Let me share. I forgot to share. Again, you see that the trend for NDX is more or less the same as SPX, yeah. You see, it go up, go down, but of course the movement is actually much more for Nasdaq. Nasdaq is actually much higher because the index is also higher, right? It's about 14,000 points, yeah. As compared to SPX, is only about 4,000 over points. So if you look at it, it hit resistance again at 50 EMA, and then later it actually came down. And yesterday it actually closed with a bearish candlestick, yeah. But of course, ES, I saw the futures today, right? Let's see the futures. ES is actually up again. Earlier this morning, it was actually down close to about 30 points, And when it was down, I actually closed my trade this afternoon. When it was actually down about 20 over points, I closed the trade. I took less profits and I closed the trade. So this trade, I actually made about $75 on the ES mini futures, S&P mini futures. I made about $75, and I put on this trade at 13:59. I don't know what time is this. 13:59 is 1:59 on today. Yeah. Wait. Sell. This is filled. Okay. No. I put on this trade on 9th of October. Is it 9th? 9th of October cannot be 9th of October. 9:01. Yeah, Friday night. I put on this trade on Friday night, 1 a.m. And then today is Tuesday. I exited within 2 days, less than 2 days for $75 profit. Not bad. The earlier trades I was exiting at either 50 or over 70 over dollars. Yeah. So this was on the ES futures. The same, I think, if you work on neutral trades on SPX, it would also be quite safe. Yeah. So this is bouncing off. Today, I don't know the direction. Looks like it's going to be positive because yesterday was down. Today, the market wants to go up. And when the market is up, the next day it wants to go down. So this is the best time for you to actually trade neutral strategies because it can go up and go down. You continue to generate $2 or $3 every day. Yeah. And you don't care about it so much. So that is it. Then the other thing is on the China stocks, right? If you look at the China stocks for the past since last week, after Charlie Munger have found to be invested another 44 million into Baba, everybody is jumping into China stocks. Yeah, everybody is jumping into China stocks, and as a result of that, the whole of last week, all these Chinese stocks were up. My positions were also up, and until today, I think all the FOMO have actually came in, and the market makers are saying that let's make these people or some people lose money. So I think today market is down. If not mistaken, the Hang Seng Index also went down this morning. Let me see. Hang Seng went down. HSI index went down about 1.4%. 1.4% today. Yeah. So China stocks today not so much luck. But I think there are still many opportunities for it to actually go up. It's just timing. If you can actually continue to hold it, like what we did since July. Since July, we were holding a lot of China positions. When the market was actually going down, we were taking a lot of hit. If you're an investor, you just take it, and then now it's actually going up. You ride it up again. If you are a trader like us, when it was actually going down, we were taking profit until I think more or less for Baba, I think more or less at about 150 plus. We were taking on the bearish side the profits, and after 150 over, we let go our bearish positions, and now we are actually riding on to the bullish position. Yeah. So doesn't matter whether what market goes up or down, we can still make money. Yeah. That's great. Okay, so that's all for the serious part. Now we are going to have some fun playing Squid Game. Okay. This one actually this is the first time I actually saw Squid Game. Those who know about Squid Game, give me a thumbs up. Those who don't know about Squid Game, give me a love. Yeah. So I know that I am with somebody who is also not that in the entertainment market, because I only knew this maybe about few weeks ago when everybody was talking about Squid Game. The newspaper was talking about Squid Game. Facebook, you are seeing so many Squid Game advertisement, TikTok and everything. My kid is telling me that, Daddy, have you seen Squid Game? Have you seen Squid Game? I said, what Squid Game is this? What is this? I don't know what is this. You said there the game, the children game. I said, what's so nice about children game? This children game, if you lose, they kill you. So this is like, what do you mean? If you play a children game, if you lose, they will kill you. Then she say, yeah, that's the game. You watch it on Netflix. Okay, then a few days ago, over the weekend, I started to actually see this Squid Game. The first chapter I saw on Netflix. Okay, as you guys know, if you follow me, I subscribe to Netflix, but I never watch it. So last Sunday was the only time which I used the service to watch a movie on Netflix. Yeah. So I saw Squid Game, and this game is actually about people lah. And it's about this 400 over people, 456 people who actually joined this game. They were invited to play this game, to join this game, and they were taken to a remote island. They were sedated and taken to an island lah. So it's not a spoiler lah for those who have not seen. That's why I asked whether you guys have seen it, and I saw the thumbs up means that you have actually seen it. So I'm not a spoiler here. So these people were actually taken to an island to play this game, and they were told that if they win in the game, there's only 6 games. If they win in the game, and they will actually get the money prize, and this is actually the total pot lah. The total pot is about 45.6 billion won. How much is 45.6 billion won? Do you know? Let's check how much is 45.6 billion won. Let's Google and see. Okay, Google won to USD. So 45.6. Oops. What is this? 45.6. I think it's a lot of money lah, because all the eyes of the players all become big already. And basically the life of one person is actually worth 100 million won. 100 million won. So let me just put it again. When you want to use it, it becomes so difficult. I think iPhone changed something. They are always asking you to go to this private surfing on Safari. Because they have updated the iOS 45.6, right? Billion is how many zero? It's a lot lah. I also don't know how much lah. 45.6. It's actually about, is it 380 million lah? Yeah, maybe about 380 million US. It's a lot of money. Okay, so what I wanted to test you guys today is whether you are player 457. Because in the game, there's only 4, 5, 6 players. And I'm going to test whether you are player 457. So those who want to join, participate, you can actually type on the comments also. If you want to join, if you have comments, be a bit interactive lah today, because it is actually a fun day, right? A fun day. We need to be a bit interactive. So I'm going to explain this game. I've actually explained children game, 6 game. If you win, you get that pot, and it's by elimination. If you lose, you die means die, really die. Okay, and I think after the first game, about 200 over people died. 200 people died. So they were left with 256 people remaining in the game. Okay, and they were, because they did not expect that if you lose, they will die, right? So what happened is that all of them were scared, because the intention for them to actually go there is to win the money, but they didn't know that they may sacrifice their life to win the money. So they were a bit hesitant. Some of them didn't want to play anymore. They wanted to go home. Okay, and all these people, are people in need of money, for various reasons. Some people owe the bank money, some people owe the along money, some people needed money to pay for medicals, some people needed money to do other things lah. Yeah, so it's because of money they play this game. Okay, so you need to know whether you are also in the game in real life. Yeah, and this is the killer lah. Yeah, this is the one who is actually playing the red light, green light, red light, green light. If you don't know the game, go and ask your children what is red light, green light. Okay, so there are actually a few characters which I actually want to explain. This is actually one of the characters, Abdul Ali. Abdul Ali. Abdul Ali is a foreign worker from Pakistan who enters the game to provide for his young family after his employer refused to pay him for months. So this is actually a guy who have a young family, and because he is out of a job and the employer cheated him of his salary. Probably like now, I mean, a lot of companies are shutting down and they don't even have money to pay their staff. Yeah, so this is actually a reality that is actually happening right now. Very true, very true. Okay, so this is the first one of the players. His number is 199. Okay, and I actually want to say about these players, what is good or what is bad about them, and how you can relate lah. If you relate to these guys, then you type that, okay, this is probably you, and you're probably like one player 199, but your number is 457 lah, because you will be the player joining after 456. Yeah. Okay. So what is actually not good about this guy, Abdul Ali, is that he knows about the game, that because all these people are, what happened is in the first chapter is that they were given a choice whether to continue or not continue. And because 200 people died, they voted and all of them said not to continue the game. So they were thrown out of the game. So they escaped lah. They escaped. But of course, in the subsequent chapters, which I haven't seen, I would assume because of all these things, right, of the situation that they are in, they went into the game again voluntarily. That means they know that they will may lose their life, but the goal or the pot would be the money, the 45.6 billion won, which they can actually get to help them. Yeah, and this guy just wanted a salary for his growing family, just like those people who maybe come out to work, start a family, and then suddenly they lose their job, and then they get stressed up. How are they going to actually make a living? Yeah, and of course the bad thing is he knows he's going to die probably, but he still went in, even though of the risk, just because of his family. These are all desperate measures. So this is actually something not good. We hope that you don't mirror this 199. Huh? And what is the good thing? Of course, he works hard for his family, you see. And a lot of people work very hard, and the goal is to put bread or to put rice on the table, just to feed them and to get a better living. Yeah, so this is actually what Abu Ali is doing. The next guy is this guy called Xiao Qihoon. Okay, Xiao Qihoon is something different lah. I hope that you are not this guy lah, because what this guy is, he is actually a gambler, an addicted gambler. And the first chapter I saw was he was actually horse racing, and he won some $1 million, $4 million won. Yeah, and he has a job as a chauffeur, but I think he lost his job, and he lives with his mother, and he struggles to support his daughter financially. Gambler ma, where got money one? At the end, you've got money, also gamble. Win already, will spend the money and gamble again. Yeah. So this is actually something which is actually not good. Don't be a gambler. Okay. And some people, right, actually call me a gambler because I'm a trader. Okay. They said, hey, you trade, you also gambler. What's the difference with this Xiao Qihoon? They say I'm Xiao Qihoon. But you got to really think, am I a gambler or not? In a way, I am. But I am not sitting on the side of the guy who is gambling. I am not the gambler. I am sitting on the side of the house, which means that I am the person who opens the casino and become the house. And who is my participants? The stock market lah. I'm actually opening the house to generate income by trading through the stock market. That is what I'm doing. Okay, so if people say traders are gambler, you say yes in a way, but we are on the other side of the gambling than the house. Okay, so this is traders. And of course, the good thing is Xiao Qihoon love his mother, and he is actually really struggling to support. So he don't care, however, whatever ways he get the money lah, whether it's through gamble or whether it's to borrow from loan shark, he just want to make the money and make the mother and the daughter happy. Yeah, that is just what he wants. So at the end of the day, even if he's a gambler, he has a loving heart, and I'm sure most of you also have a loving heart. Yeah, it's just don't become gambler. If you become a trader, it's okay because you are on the other side. The next character, this is a girl lah. Her name is Kang number 067. And if you see here, it's actually a North Korean defector, which means that she has ran away from North Korea and entered to South Korea. And she entered the game also. And the reason why she actually entered the game was to actually make money, get the money to actually pay a broker to find her surviving family members, which is in North Korea. So a lot of these kind of things is also apparent in the real world, where you really need some money to actually pay for something which is actually important to you. Yes, yeah. And of course, the good thing for this girl is she wants the money to actually save her family. Yeah. So the thing is that don't prepare for the rainy day lah, because you do not know when you actually need money. And when you need the money, don't go and borrow from a broker lah. Don't go and borrow from a broker, or make sure you have some form of savings, or you generate more income, whichever way you do it, whether it's to trading or to open up a business to sell burgers, sell e-commerce or whatever. Just make sure you have a buffer, because you would not know when you need it. Okay, this guy is something like me, but not like me. I will explain why. Okay, if you look here, right, this guy is actually Changwoo, player number 218, Changwoo. And he is the head of investments. Investor, trader, same gang. Okay, head of investor of a securities company, which is a broker company lah. And he is a junior. That means he studied with the other guy earlier, player 456. He studied together, but he's a gifted student, very smart. Went to university, just like me, went to university. I'm not so smart lah. He's smarter because he works in the investment bank or securities company. So then what he did was he embezzled money from clients, and he used this money to trade. Yeah. Okay. So this is actually one thing which traders need to know. Okay. Don't go and borrow money to trade. Okay. Especially if you are stealing money. Don't steal money. This guy even steal money from the mother or something, or sold the mother house or auctioned the house to get the money. And basically this is actually using money or funds that you don't have to trade. So that is actually not a good way for you to actually trade. What I tell people is that if you actually want to trade, right, you start with money which you can lose. Okay, why is that important? Because if you have money, you learn to trade lah. and learn it properly. Don't simply learn from YouTube or what. Learn trading properly. And when you have money and you have the mentality that this money, you can trade it to win or generate more money, or you can actually trade it and then you might lose this money. When you know that upfront, these are your risks, you will be a bit calmer. You won't have that kind of stress that will result in you making the wrong trading decision. Same thing, if you enter a trade and you feel after you enter the trade, if it goes against you, your heart starts pumping. Okay, and if that happens, what it means is the trade size which you enter is something which you cannot afford to lose. It is too big that you cannot afford to lose this money. This money is important to you. Then what you're going to do as a trader is reduce your trade size to the extent that even if you lose this money, it's okay, no problem, do another trade. Okay, that's the no good. And of course, the other thing is this guy don't risk manage. All traders, right? If you actually trade the markets, right, the most important thing when we start to trade and when people teach you to trade, right, is to know how to manage your risk. For example, if you have $100, right, what we teach is always to say risk between 1 to 3% of your capital. And why is this important? Because trading is actually a game. It's like Squid Game. It's a game. It's actually a game. You need to actually trade long enough, enough numbers in order to generate your results. It's not to say that you trade one and you're going to win $1 million the next day. The same reason why this Changwoo actually lost all the money he embezzled from the client, right, is he bet very big on one or few trades, and when he lose big time. In fact, lose even more than what he have because he continued to borrow more. Yeah, so this is actually no trader with no risk management. Not that smart. Although he went to Seoul National University, right? Not that smart. So traders, first thing is trade what you can lose. Second thing is risk manage. Okay, and then we come to this guy. Okay, this guy is another, I would say, sad story lah. Okay, you see, this is actually player 001, and you look at him, right? How old do you think he is? Any guess? Comments? Guess? Very old lah. And what happened in this show is that he actually elderly man with a brain tumor. He's actually sick. And he says he prefers to play the game as opposed to being outside world to wait to die. Okay, and why I say this is actually sad. It's actually sad because a lot of times, right, when we are young or when we are able, the things which we can do, we don't want to do. Correct or not? You don't want to do. And when we are old, we are, even if we do it or even if we get it, it's really of no use. What's the point if this guy win 45.6 billion won? It has no value to him. No value. So again, for people, if you are young, okay, and if you are given the opportunity, work with whatever opportunity you get. Of course, if you are given the opportunity to learn how to trade, to generate income when you are 30 years old and you are 20 years old, or even in the teens, pick it up and learn, because by the time you are 30, you're going to be very rich if you are good at it. You don't need to learn when you are 100 years or 70 or 80 years old. Yeah. So this is actually an opportunity. When you have opportunity, grab it, learn it, run it with it, so that you can actually enjoy the fruits. So let's say left with no time, no good. left with no time. Oh, Ilnam. Okay, so far, I think I have only covered these players lah. There is 200 players, okay? If you want me to go through all the players, it will be very long show lah. You won't end at 8:30. Okay, I think what I have actually talked so far, the thing is this lah. All the players which I actually explained here are real life people, are real life incidences lah. Whether it's actually this the young chap player 199, growing family wanting to earn the money, whether it is this gambler trying to take care of the mother and also the daughter, but went through doing it wrongly by gambling, and whether it is actually this girl who has a need to actually locate her family, yeah, or maybe in the real world is maybe you have a need to get the money to actually cure someone who is sick, or someone kidnapped, you needed to find the money to pay for the ransom. I don't know. Yeah, so these are some incidences possible. And of course, this guy, which is actually a smart guy, a good trader who works in a security company, but never never risk manage and trade things that he cannot afford to lose. Yeah, and or this guy who is actually only left with a few months or days of his life, uh, and just doing something which he should have done earlier or could have done earlier. Yeah, and really, for what? To me, at the end of the day, it is actually not for the 45.6 billion, because money is only one thing which you get, but what is the reason behind the money? Like what I explained earlier just now, it is actually always the reason behind the money. Yeah, you do something is for something. It's not the money. The money is the direct one which you get, but it is for something else. Yeah, and of course, this is my card. Okay, if you see the show, there's actually a card with a number. Okay, with a card with a number. For those people who actually want to make money, they will call this number and join the game. Okay, for those people who is actually watching this show who wants to learn make money, okay, who wants to learn trading, okay, call type in this number into your web page and look for me. Okay, because I will teach you how to become player 457 of Squid Game. Squid Game. Yeah, cool. Okay, all right. So if you like this show, that's why I say this show is a bit leisure, not so much stress. Okay, so that's the thing I actually wanted to share. And really, if you want to actually learn how to make money, come and contact me, because I'm serious. I'm serious because I train people to actually trade the markets, and it is actually something which is actually very fulfilling, especially for those people who wants to actually look for their second source or third source of income, or even want to grow their wealth, Yeah. So I actually put on the link here. You can actually see in the chat a link here, my Squid Game number. That's my Squid Game number. Let's see. Okay, that's my Squid Game number there. Okay, it's no error occurred. Oh gosh. Okay, it's up on the chat. And of course, this Sunday I will actually teach you how to actually become player 457. 457, totally free, no obligation. Just join me on this webinar, where I will actually teach you how to trade a strategy to consistently generate returns from the stock market. Yeah. And of course, if you want to connect with me, Facebook Live, I constantly share a lot of things. All the past trader stock are also on Facebook. You can actually see a lot of contents there to see if it can help you, teach you some strategies, teach you how to actually generate some income, and also hopefully one day you will trade together with me. Yeah, be a player 457. Okay, so that's all for me. I hope that you enjoyed today's traders talk, and I hope to actually see you next week again. Until then, give me a thumbs up, share this video, let more people play Squid Game that don't need to actually sacrifice their life, but just to make more income for their family and loved ones. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye bye. Until then, take care. Bye bye.